It's time to leave the red dirt and dust behind us and head to the Whitsundays, Airlie Beach. Let's do this. Paradise right here in Australia. Well, as you can see, folks, the scenery has definitely changed. We're just outside of Townsville at the moment and about to pull on to the Bruce Highway. Destination Airlie Beach, which is still about 200 clicks away, about 140 really. But yes, scenery has definitely changed. A lot greener now, obviously, all of a sudden. Sugarcane area through here, just south of Townsville. And we're back on the A1, Bruce Highway. So now on the Pacific Coast Way, or the Bruce Highway, or the A1, whatever you want to call it. Just come out of Ayr, A-Y-R is how you spell that. And going over the Burdekin Bridge. Now we have an oversized vehicle on the bridge. So they've closed down the bridge. It's not a very large bridge, this one. So you always got to be wary, guys, of what's going on around you. Drive to conditions. There he is, the oversized. Like I said, not very big, but it's not a very big bridge. The Burdekin Bridge, which goes over the Burdekin River. When this floods, whoa, geez, you know you're in for a hard time. She can flood up to 20 or 30 metres in height. Side there's 4.5 metres. I'm at about 3 with my aerial. Great looking bridge. Fantastic views over the bridge here. You can see how wide it is. And when she's running, whoa, you don't want to be in its way. That's for sure. Now you can see down there little pylons. That was where the old bridge was. Now, that didn't stand much of a chance. So that was taken down quite a few years ago, because this would stop all travel between Townsville and Mackay whenever this flooded, which was quite often. But now, not an issue. Got a mill here for the sugarcane. The whole region up here basically runs on sugarcane. You'll just be constantly driving through sugarcane fields the entire time for many, many kilometres. Very pretty and a good money maker. Well, folks, our first stop on our way to Airlie Beach, the little town of Bowen. Founded in 1861, it's a small town, but so special in so many ways. It's in the middle of the Whitsundays, which is absolutely glorious part of the world. It's got that old-fashioned feel, as you can tell by the buildings on the left and right-hand sides. Great to see them still standing. Something you may not know about Bowen was the fact that the movie by Baz Luhrmann, the movie Australia, was partly shot at the jetty, just at the end of the road here, which was set as 1940s Darwin. So all those shots you see of Darwin in that movie, well, folks, they were shot right here, Bowen, Queensland. That port is also the site of the first shipping port in North Queensland, which was built in the late 1800s, Port Denison. At the end of this road, guys. Now the Bowen mango, well, it originates from Southeast Asia, mainly India. But in the late 1800s, Indian crews on ships brought mangoes with them. Now, the then Bowen harbour master decided to collect some of these seeds from these mangoes, planted them on his property, and, well, as they say, from little things, big things grow. Next thing you know, the Kensington Pride mango was born, now commonly known as a Bowen mango. The Bowen mango is considered the king of all mangoes. That's Bowen. Definitely another part of the world I'm going to come back and spend a few days in, guys. It's absolutely glorious here. This is the main waterfront area. Apologies for the wind. This is absolutely stunning along here. Definitely going to come back, spend a bit of time in the town. Very, very pretty town. Just have a go at that. That is glorious. Again, glorious. There really is no other words to describe it, guys. Picturesque. Let's go with picturesque. Love to do some fishing out there too. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Season 2 isn't far away. Another big epic trip. Well, the drive from Charters Towers to Airlie Beach, nothing overly exciting. Unfortunately, you end up back on the Bruce Highway, and oh, goodness me, that's a long way from being a decent highway. I tell you, it's straight away. You're back into what feels like city traffic. It really makes you appreciate the roads out west and how bush and how quiet they are, and just how polite other drivers are. As I say that with a smashed windscreen from a bloke who was not being polite. But anyway, different story. We'll move on. So coming into Airlie Beach, staying at a bush cabin place, and looks alright online, so we'll check it out. It's only about 2k out of Airlie Beach, so you know you can walk into town from where I'm staying, which is handy. You can have a few brewskis. But Airlie Beach, a very popular tourist town, backpacker town. So we'll see what it's like. I hear a lot of good things about it, but I'm not sold on it yet until I get there, obviously, and check it out. But I have a feeling it's going to be like Byron. Now, for those of you who have been to Byron Bay recently, it's not a fun place anymore. It used to be fantastic, quiet, a bit of a hippie type place. You go in there, great vibe, good people, all that kind of thing. And now Byron, over the last 10 years, has just turned into a tourist mecca, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so fake now. It's just so manufactured, the tourist side of it. And it's, you know, the beaches and that are still great, the lighthouse is gorgeous, all that sort of thing, but the nightlife there, and it's a very rough town at night. All the backpackers and tourists get on it, and everyone punches on, and there's a fairly high crime rate in Byron Bay. But we're not here to talk about Byron Bay and knock that down anymore. We're here to talk about Airlie Beach. And I've heard similar things as Byron about how great it is and nice it is and beautiful and all that kind of thing. And I guess we'll soon find out. So stick around and we'll see what Airlie Beach is about. Just more picturesque scenery, guys, as we come into Airlie Beach. White gums just here. A magnificent mountain range in the background. The other side, Airlie Beach. Well, guys, we made it. Airlie Beach. And as you come over the hill, this is the view that greets you. How good is that? Just wow. Now, as you come down into Airlie Beach, the sort of central business district, I suppose you'd call it, at the top of the main street, the Heart of the Reef sign for Airlie Beach. Simply stunning. Now we're cruising down the main street here of Airlie Beach. This is where you find all the nightclubs and nightlife and shops and food and banking and all the CBD shops you'd tend to find in a large outback country town, or holiday town, I suppose you'd call it, more than anything else. You'll find lots of backpackers in the busy season and tourism operators offering tours to the reef and islands and all that kind of thing. Helicopter rides are pretty popular. This is where you'll also find a lot of accommodation options, backpacking accommodation, luxurious accommodation, penthouse accommodation, all that kind of thing. There's a bit of everything for everybody, no matter what your style, your budget or your taste. Some have ocean views, some are tucked away in little bush nooks, I suppose you'd call it. But this really is the heart of Airlie Beach. Plenty of things to see and do here. All your standard shops, your groceries and all that kind of thing are here, as well as bottle shops, obviously, all that kind of stuff. But mainly it's pubs, restaurants, shopping, touristy type stuff, folks. Like I said before, the standard stuff you'd find in a small touristy type town. On the left there is the Lagoon. We'll go check that out later. Have a bit of a look around. But that's it, guys. That's the main street of Airlie Beach. Now, let's go check out some stuff. Now, I know the water looks amazing and you want to just dive right in, but marine stingers are a real danger in this part of the world. So thankfully, the council has put in a safe man-made lagoon just behind the main water break. Kids and adults can swim here anytime during the day. The lagoon is absolutely massive. There's several depth levels, however you can't dive or do anything silly like that in it, obviously. And try and be respectful of other people playing and swimming in the lagoon. It's always a nice courteous thing to do. But this whole lagoon is absolutely huge. And as you can see, aptly named Airlie Lagoon. It's a great place to come and spend the afternoon and just relax and hang out and let the kids have a swim, and yourself perhaps have a little dip. Because, like I said, going into the water full of stingers, usually in summer. Right next to the Airlie Lagoon is the actual Airlie Beach. Now, you could be mistaken for thinking you're in the Caribbean when strolling along here with the palm trees and the simply breathtaking colour of the water lapping up towards you. But no, here you are, Queensland, Australia. Now, you may even be lucky enough to find your very own shipwreck. Someone decided to abandon this ship in the bay and it washed ashore apparently. Nobody knows who this belongs to. All the markings were taken off it and it's still a mystery. The great shipwreck of Airlie Beach. Do you know whose boat this is? Now, are you looking to get married? Or are you looking to pop the big question? Either way, this site would suit both occasions easily. Take a stroll further along the beach and you will come to this Islander-style beach hut, is how I describe it. A great place to rest the legs and just take in the bay view. And maybe, hey, ask the question, will you? Do I? Okay. Here is this episode's light entertainment section. I have absolutely no idea what kind of bird this is. It was just behind the beach here in Airlie Beach. Had its big nest there, running around, going crazy. So I'm going to stop talking and I want you guys to let me know what kind of bird this is and what the heck are they doing. Enjoy the show. Have a go at this. If this doesn't keep the kids entertained, nothing will. Goodness me. Airlie Beach, Main Street. Let's go for a bit of a walk. Like I said earlier, guys, the main street in Airlie Beach is the main hub of the town. Got all your tourist attractions and tourist information and bookings and all that kind of thing in the main street, as well as your standard sort of shops along the main street in a touristy town. Plenty of pubs and shops and cafes and all that kind of thing. Plenty to keep you entertained during the day. And nice little beach walks all around the place. Alrighty, we're off to a place called Hideaway Bay. Just outside of Airlie Beach, about 50k. Going to check that out, have a bit of a look around. The general manager at the place I'm staying, the bush cabin place where I'm staying, recommended it. Said you got to get out there, check it out, even if it's pouring down with rain. You got to get out there and check it out. So off we go. It's a bit overcast today. Really light showers just passing through, which is not too bad. Sunshine in between. So we'll check it out, have a look, and see what it's got. Alright, see you soon. Well, would you have a look at that? Hideaway Bay. That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is Shoal Bay, guys. How good is that colour of the water? Hopefully the wind's not too bad. It's a bit windy today. Showery today. A few overcast clouds come over, then it clears off and gets sunny again for a little bit, then more clouds come over. But this is just stunning. Have a go at that. Shoal Bay. Try and get down and have a bit of a closer look, eh? All right. Now they call this hill Oh My God Hill for two reasons. One, it's pretty bloody steep. And two, the reaction of when you get to the top. Oh my God. Oh my God indeed. What a view. What an amazing, amazing view. Shoal Bay, guys. Airlie Beach, far north Queensland. So good. Well, that place was absolutely stunning. I think you'd have to agree. Hideaway Bay here in Airlie Beach. Must visit, guys. You've really got to come and check that place out. That was incredible. There's a pub there. There's a store there. Didn't hang around. Just went and had a bit of a look and dipped the toes in the sand and in the water. And going to head back into Airlie now and push at 1 o'clock here, so head back into town and grab a feed and spend the afternoon in Airlie Beach having a bit of a look around, the marina there and a few other bits and pieces to check out, and then we'll settle in for a Friday night dinner somewhere and see what happens. Take the time to climb the steep hill behind Marina, guys. The view is breathtaking. 10 minutes south of Airlie Beach will bring you to Shute Harbour, where they are currently constructing a massive terminal to get you over to Hamilton Island by boat. But for now, that's it for me from Airlie Beach. Make sure to subscribe for season 2, it's not far away. And I'll see you all on the next one. We're heading south, down the coast.